What's good, guys? I'll be showing y'all how to grip in FR Legends. I will be showing important footage that you probably didn't know about while trying to grip on FRL. After this tutorial, you should feel inspired to chase your opponent on the Tagi. Get into nice battles like these, maxing out your car on straights. Let's get into it. Hop on the game and practice with me. Okay, these are my HPH and tire settings for this tutorial. In case you missed it, 400 horsepower and used semi-slick tires. You should know that there is a tire with more grip available to equip. I don't use it because it's too easy to race. I prefer this. The name of the tire is Pergia. I would definitely recommend you equip that tire to get the basics of grip racing down for sure. One more thing, let me leak you my phone settings for grip racing. These are, in my opinion, the best settings for tilt grip racing drivers. There is another option called slider. I do not use this setting. However, there is a sweaty grip racer by the name of Tagi that explains how to use it. His videos are in the description. My controls are more or less stock. The only and most important thing you need to change is steering angle here at the top. Crank that bad boy all the way to 90. This is the start of your W's as a grip racer on this game. Now look closely at my hand movements. See how little I'm tilting my phone. Notice once again, keeping in mind this is a drifting game and not meant for grip racing in any of its code. This is about the max you can tilt your phone before slipping. You can drift that corner like me with some practice. Anyway, if you're drifting, then you can turn your phone all the way to 90 degrees like we changed earlier in the video. Depending on the corner, line, and braking will determine how much you turn your phone. Now get out and start practicing. I'm not done putting you on game yet. I'll leave you with some things to keep in mind while you become a Chad on FR Legends. Maps like Mount Akina have a variety of corners to learn braking, lines, and how much to tilt. For example, 90-degree turns, hairpins, and straights that give you a real sense of speed. Apagahara starts off with narrow winding roads, just wide enough for two-way traffic. And as you progress, the road becomes so narrow, it throws the car around. Not a map for beginners. However, you're welcome to try. If you're not focused, you'll end up like me. Maps such as Usui, Tsukuba, and Gunsai have long high-speed corners and relatively long straights. There is nothing wrong for you to have a favorite map. You've got options like the Chad you are. See that? This will lead us into this tip. Braking points are important. When you brake and how much you brake will affect how fast you can go. Bad braking can lead to understeer. This is understeer. The car refuses to turn the direction you're turning because you're carrying too much speed into the corner and didn't brake at the right time. Understeer slows you down and gives your opponent a speed advantage. He understeered, and I got the one up. There is a flip side to understeer, which is oversteer. Both understeer and oversteer you don't want during a race. This is oversteer. And this can be a very real result of oversteer. It happens when the back end kicks out, usually while entering or going through a corner. Here is one more example of oversteer. Collisions are a part of racing. Can't run from it. Another of my tips is to learn your braking point and how long to brake. Braking has a lot of variables. I'll just say it depends on the situation. This is a result of me braking too long and having the wrong line. This is how it started. I lost traction moments before my normal braking point. I needed to brake longer than usual to regain traction and turn the corner at the same time, which gave the Civic an opportunity. That was understeer, just so you know. The result of late braking point. You usually hit your opponent in the lead. Real Chads give back lead. Another example. Always give back lead. Good sportsmanship. I have 2 more tips for you before I end. Number 1. Practice smooth left to right tilting. FR Legends is not very forgiving if you transition too fast. You'll slip. Also, holding your steering angle through a high-speed corner and not altering your angle should be practiced. Exhibit A. This is what happens when you try to alter on a high-speed corner. You can let off steering, knotted steering in the corner. This will be the result. Practice and find the limit on your device. My last tip of the video is to be very extra careful when starting out. Avoid touching or clipping the grass. The grass has way less traction than the road. I can see this being you. Eating the grass is punished severely most times. You lose a position in a race. You lose time in a race. However, some corners can be cut with enough skill. See? There are a few you can use to be a little faster on the track. Every trick counts. It's a legal move. Test the limits. See what works for you. Don't ever cut to this extent. You'll spoil good runs like that. Some cuts are 50-50 chance of success. This one wasn't it. Civic showing off with that recovery. Easy opportunity to overtake. I'll take the lead. I shouldn't have let my guard down. I clipped the grass a little and this happened. That little cut cost me. One more bad example. I just wait for the kill. Now, here is a good example when the game spears you. Did you see the way the car lifted? Close call. I've shown you how to grip with tilt on some of the best maps of FRL. Remember to start off on Pergia tires for most grip, together with 300 to 400 horsepower. Get out there on your favorite maps and make all the mistakes there is to make. Experience what it's like to slip like I've shown you. The experience and knowledge is important. If you want to know further info on racing lines, I'll leave videos in the description. You'll learn a lot. Hone your skills, then challenge me in our Discord. I'll be waiting. Also, like and subscribe.